Like that Palo Santos. All right. Dang, that's smoky. Woo. Gotta move that over some. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continually teach us this truth. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, Lord willing, this could be an edifying lesson. And as you can see, the title of it is Eve is about to get jacked up, you know? And we all know who Eve is. Okay, but I'm dealing with, 2/3 of our women as a whole, not just the nigga woman, which, that's mainly who we speak on, you know? But as brothers know, you got Eve being, the image of the vaccine right now to lead a lot of our men to destruction, you know? And Eve has been, you know, seeking that, which the scriptures say, how a woman will compass a man, and that's happened, And Eve, she looks down on the men of our nation, and she looks up to the serpent, all right, which is Esau, okay? And this is why great judgment is getting ready to come upon her, man, because Eve has been wanting the position that she's at going all the way back to the garden, man, you know, and she finally got it. But now she's going to go down with the serpent, and I got this article that the brother Dawadah had sent in the chat yesterday, and I want to read this, man, and get some precepts because, hey, man, it's about to be great judgment upon you Israelite women. And the statistics is that, women outnumber men I believe it's 7-1, you know. But anyway, just the article, it says California sheriff refuses to release 1,800 inmates after judge's order. So he got a judge order, this California sheriff, to release 1,800 inmates, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, brothers been telling you that this was going to happen, man. That these prisoners is going to get released. These mental patients is going to get released, And the reason why E is going to do this, he's going to use the Crown Royal as an excuse, to release these prisoners and these mental patients. This man is going to say the Crown Royal is going out of control in these prisons, and we don't have the funds and resources to take care of them, so therefore we just got to let them go. So and what do you think these prisoners is the first thing that's going to be on their mind when they get out? A lot of them is going to come for their baby moms, because a lot of them are in there because of their baby mama, or they just gonna, they just want some pussy, man. Just to say it bluntly, a lot of men been locked up 20, 30, 40 plus years whacking off the porn magazines. First thing they're going to do when they get out is grab a woman, man. And when they get out, because a lot of these, 911 is not going to be working soon, man. A lot of these cops, you already had earlier this year where they were talking about defunding the police, they're not even going to be getting paid, man. It ain't going to be no more police officers. When martial law is declared, the military takes over. Ain't gonna be no 911. Ain't gonna be nobody you could call to save you, man. But anyway, I'm gonna read some more of this article, and I'm gonna get some scriptures. It says, a California sheriff is refusing to comply with a judge's order to release 1,800 inmates from Orange County jails, including individuals who have been in prison for murder. You see that? Due to CCP. It says Chinese Communist Party virus pandemic, but we know that's the Crown Royal, man. So they're talking about releasing murder, men that's locked up for murder, man. And you got a lot of men that's in these prisons that You had last year, you know, you was it last? No, it was earlier this year. You know, when the pandemic first broke loose, you had this man that was locked up for murder that got released because of the Crown Royal, and as soon as he got out, he murdered somebody else. You know, it's some evil spirits that's behind themselves, man. You know, and in these mental institutions, and Yahweh Shem Shah gonna unleash them, man. You know, so I'm gonna start off with this, and then I'm gonna still read some more of that article. All right, this is bear with me, I'm getting to it. This is Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. It says, "There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them." So you got spirits that's created for vengeance in these prison houses, man, in these mental institutions. You know, and like the elder Tazayawan, they were saying they count, you know, like a week or two ago, how all these um what are they called? Serial killers, you know, all these serial killers, they didn't just disappear, man. Because you had, you know, before the internet, you know, before cell phones, man, serial killers were out here getting reported constantly, man. You hearing about them in the newspaper, the Zodiac killer, you know, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that's based on a real story, man. You know, and these men are still here. You know, it's just the Lord really, you know, because you still got things happening. I remember here a couple years ago in Greenville, you know, it was somewhere. It was either Greenville or Liberty or Easley. It was somewhere where they were saying that it was this man that was kidnapping people and he was having them chained up, you know, and he was raping them, and you know, it's plenty of stories that be coming out like that, man. You had this one fat Edomite that was eating people, you know, you still got that going on, but it's going to really, really intensify when all hell breaks loose, man. Because the Lord is going to give them He's going to allow, you know, these wicked spirits to consume them to get them to do these acts, man. You know, and the main ones they're going to be coming after is you women, man. You know, the Lord has a great judgment coming for you Israelite women, man. You know, because y'all all out of order. Now, not all of our women, because the scriptures speak about the elect lady. I'm speaking about the 2/3 of our women. You know, like that bitch you saw promoting the Crown Royal, man. Great. If that bitch don't die from the Maxine, she's going to die a terrible death when all hell break loose, man. But anyway, reading this again, so Sirach 39 and 28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance. And that's the whole reason why they're here, man. You got certain men that were born just to be serial killers. That's their lot. Just to be used when the Lord brings judgment, just to judge people. That's the whole reason why they're here, man. You know, it says, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made him. And then it says, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. And that's what's getting ready to be out here, man. You know, all kind of fire, man. You know, famines, death. What did the Lord say? He said, the slain of the Lord at that day shall be from one end of the earth to the other, man. It says they shall be dung upon the earth. It's going to be dead bodies everywhere. You know, you're going to smell death everywhere, man. You know, and it's going to stink. You know, when you driving down, you know, the road, you smell a dead skunk. It stink, man. It's going to stink out here. You know, and it's going to get, man, this country is about to be turned to a third world country, man. Down there in Brazil and in South America, man, a lot of them are used to seeing dead bodies. They're used to seeing, you know, people getting shot broad daylight. They're used to that shit, man. And it's going to happen up here. People going to get used to it. And it's mainly, once again, it's mainly going to be women because there's more women than men. All right. and mainly you Israelite women, because the Lord said he's starting at his house first. All right. It says, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. Right. So it's going to be wild animals out here, man. If you ain't got the covering of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, it's you gonna it's man, you gonna die, but you ain't gonna know how you gonna die. It's just gonna catch you, man. Like the scriptures say, as a man fled from a lion and a bear met him, you gonna be in a great strait. If you rejected this word, if you didn't take heed, then hey man, you pretty much agree that Yahweh, you signed that death certificate. But anyway, going back to this article, I'm gonna read some more. It says County Superior Court Judge Peter Wilson on Friday ordered the release of 50% or 1,858 inmates out of 3,716 to curb the transmission of Crown Royal, the disease caused by CCP virus. And you got you pretty much got the sheriff. He's like, hell no, I'm not doing that shit. Because he know a lot of them getting out, they gonna come for his ass. You officers, hey, you police officers, y'all about to get fucked up. Cause a lot of y'all beat, shot, tased, y'all did all kind of unnecessary shit to these inmates, and they're gonna remember that. And when they get out, they're gonna come for you too. So that's why he's like, nah, man, I'm not letting them out. Because they gonna come for him and his family. But anyway, he said that I have no intention of releasing any of these individuals from my custody, says Sheriff Don Barnes, pushing back against the order. We are going to file an appeal and we're going to fight it. And if the judge has any intent of releasing any one of these individuals, we will have to go through line by line, name by name, and tell me which ones he is ordering release. So he's like, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it the long, slow, hard way. But it's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. They're not going to have the resources and funds to take care of these inmates or these mental patients. And it's a lot of mental patients, man, that they just got death on their mind. They got murder. They got murder on their mind 24/7, man. They in them fucking mental institutions, taking their medicine. They strapped up to a bed, tied up to a bed. They shaking, screaming. They just want to kill somebody, man. Got demons on them. Hey, man, they're gonna get loose. And that's why, which I'm gonna go ahead and get this, because you bitches, man, you Israelite women, you gonna learn to respect the Israelite men. All right, beginning with the men of the Lord, because when you see all this happening, guess what? You're gonna be looking for a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And guess what? That man gonna reject you. That man is gonna reject your wicked ran through ass. This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 2. It says, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in the weary land. So a man of the Lord is going to be held on a high level in these last days, man. To first and foremost, to magnify and exalt Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. But everybody is going to know that these are the men that knows what's going on, and there's a higher power dealing with them. That's why the Lord said he will make a man more precious than fine gold. The Lord himself is going to do this. He's going to raise his men up to magnify and exalt his name, because there's going to be a lot of, death and confusion out here. But at the same time, the Lord is a balanced power. He's going to have his power being magnified on the right-hand side as well, man. And it says, and the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. Like the scriptures say, that people shall be willing in the day of thy power. It ain't going to be an argument or a debate. Like right now, for brothers that, you know, have women or, you know, dealing with women, whatever, you know, you got a wife or whatever, and she know what you in, she may scoff, she may talk shit, you know, she may try to, you know, make you not believe by saying, you know, doubtful words. But in that day, that bitch gonna be on hush mode, you know, and she gonna see that, damn, everything you were saying was right, you know, and that's when women is going to get humble, man. And I can't wait to see it, man. You know, I can't wait to see how about Shimmy outside humble these bitches, man, because these bitches are in great pride, man. Everywhere you go, these women think everything is about them. They think every man want them. They proud, man. Walk with their head up, looking at you dead in your eyes. You know, the Lord is about to bring these women low, man. And we ain't gonna feel bad. We gonna laugh. You know, these simps, they're gonna be the ones that's gonna throw their life away for these wicked ass bitches, man. They're gonna be seeing these women getting beat, you know, getting raped, getting eaten, and they dumb simp ass gonna go out there and they gonna get put to death, you know. So even these simps ain't gonna be around. You women gonna have no choice, you know. But the men of the Lord not gonna want you, man. And the Lord is already preparing us for that day, man, by having brothers, you know, go through certain things with women, just to make us cold, man, to make us cold hearted, you know, to make us cold against these bitches. Because you don't want to be a simp in that day, man. All right, and I'm gonna jump down to verse 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women." So the Lord is about to cause troubles to come upon you, man. And let me look up that word trouble real quick. Let me pull up the blue letter. Bear with me. It says, "Many days and years shall ye be troubled." All right, I'm pulling it up. It goes to the Hebrew word. Let me play it.
Strong's H7264. Ragaz.
Go to the Hebrew word regaz, which means tremble, quake, you know, quiver, be agitated. All right. It says disturbed. All right. It says when you go to the Strong's definition, it says with any violent emotion, especially anger or fear. It says be afraid, stand in awe. It says fret, shake, tremble, be wroth. That's what's coming to you, women, man. Great fear, because you walking in great pride. Which I'm gonna go ahead and get that, man. And we always get on the Israelite men. We already know that 2/3 of our men of the men of our nation is going to die too, you know. But you know, the spirit on me to get on you women, man. We always get on these 2/3 niggas, you know. And this is what's coming. That's why the spirit, you know, because we're one body. The spirit has been on a lot of brothers lately to really speak on this, man, because we're seeing, you know, the story of Adam, Eve, and the serpent play all over again. We're seeing it play all over again, and Eve is doing the same thing that she did in the garden, man. You know, trying to get that authority over Adam. You know, going to the serpent, being deceived, man. You know, brother put second Esdras. Oh, he put Isaiah chapter 13, verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. Right, man. That's what's coming. You know, these military, and they show you in that show, damn, I forget what it's called, but you call and sent it in the chat, and I checked it out, and it's showing you how a pandemic was going on, and the military was going to people's homes, and he drugged the bitch up. He had this little liquid he put on a rag, and he put it on her face, made her pass out, and he ripped her clothes off, man, getting ready to rape her. You know, which of course you had a simp come and kill him. No, it was a woman that came and killed him and stopped it. But that's what Esau put in these movies. It's gonna be nothing like that in these days. You're not gonna have no woman being able to defend herself against 5 men. She doing karate, putting them. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. And Esau does that to keep you women proud. But it's second Ezra chapter 16, verse 32. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways, it says, and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. Ooh, I gotta read it again. It says, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. It says, the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegroom. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. And that's how you know it's going to get real bad. Because for a woman to mourn that she don't have a husband, man, all these women talk about is being independent, self-made, not needing a man, having a man on child support, having multiple baby daddies. That's what these men praise and push out there, man. So for this to take place, that's how you know it's gonna be bad, man. And yeah, they're gonna mourn because women gonna know that they need a man. They're gonna know that they need a man because a man is their stronghold. These women are gonna be able to defend themselves or even be emotionally stable in these days. If you ain't got a man in the Lord, man, these women about to bug out, man. And it's gonna be beautiful to see, man. I hope that us brothers, can witness all of this, man. Cause like the scriptures say, a man that liveth to see the fall of his enemy, roughly paraphrasing, that brings joy to a man. And our enemy is these women too. They're our enemies, man. They're not for us. Like Yahweh Shah said, he that is not with me is against me. So these women, they're against us, man. They're adversaries. All right. And yeah, man, I'm gonna read that verse again. It says, the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms, the women shall mourn, having no husbands, their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Yeah, so hey man, it's about to be all hell for you women. Now, once again, there is gonna be a multitude of women that's gonna be saved, but we don't even need you. We don't need you Israelite women at all, really. Which you got certain women that believe, back then that's here today that's going to be saved, and other women too. Even if your woman don't believe, she could still be saved off of you, through you. So we understand it. All right, but it's going to be more women that's going to die than women that's going to be saved. Same for the men. It says, the brother put second edges. Oh, this is verse 34. It says, in the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Yup, because a lot of men they're gonna have another draft for the war of Armageddon. A lot of these men and women, you see these Marine commercials. You got women in the damn Marine commercials, man. You gonna have women go to war too. You bitches wanted to be equal so bad. And watch how many women say they're not going to war. No, you wanted to be equal. Take your ass on over there. You want to be on the same level. You want to be just like a man. So man up then. But a lot of men are going to die, man. That's why the Lord is going to have it to where really the only men that's going to be left standing are the men of the Lord. I mean, of course, you're going to have, men that take the chip and, military men and all, but you know what I mean. Pretty much, a lot of these men is going to be put to death, man. And we're going to see a lot of women out here that's on their own, looking for a man of the Lord, man. And the Lord is going to give us the pleasure of turning down these bitches, man. The ones that look down on us. It could be a bitch that you had feelings for, and she curved you or she cheated on you or some shit. The Lord gonna allow us to get the last laugh on them bitches, man. And I know that to be true because, man, my woman had multiple visions of me seeing, because she know it's a lot of women that I don't like, women that she know, and she said she had dreams of me seeing them and laughing at them and shit in that day. So hey man, the Lord is going to allow us to get the last laugh on our enemies. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this because I've been holding it. This second Ezra chapter 8 verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Right. And what's a part of those miseries? These prisoners getting out. These mental patients getting out. The Lord putting their serial killer spirit, he'll magnifying it. Cause hey man, it's a lot of child trafficking is at an all-time high. Where you have Edomites, they pull up in the van, they kidnapping you. Man, you're gonna have a lot of that, man. You're gonna have a lot of these old Edomites, man, just grabbing women, throwing them in the van, taking them to their basement, tying them up. It was this movie, what's that movie called? I think it's called Grand Tortino. I can't remember what it's called, but pretty much the movie is about this old man, and I think he's blind or something. And you had these people breaking his house. I think this is that movie. And he had a woman that he kidnapped that was living in his basement, that I think she had killed his daughter or something in like a car accident. So he kidnapped her, and he was raping her. He had got her pregnant so that she could bring him another girl. But pretty much he had her inside of a container in his basement, tied up, man. You're gonna have a lot of you women gonna go through that. You're gonna die the same off of the wickedness you've been committing. Like the scriptures say, whatever a man soweth, that shall he reap. So you've been out here being a harlot, a hoe, a slut, you're gonna die that way. A lot of you women gonna get raped to death, literally, man. You have 30 prison niggas raping your ass, man. Putting you, and you gonna die. Raping your dead corpse. Which I'm gonna get this scripture in Wisdom of Solomon. I know it's Wisdom of Solomon, the 10th chapter. Just to back that up, what I just said. This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10, or is it 12? I think it's 10. Let's see. Okay, when the ungodly period, she delivered the rest of them. Okay, bear with me. May have to look it up on the phone. Oh, I think it's Wisdom of Solomon, the 11th chapter. Let's see. Yep, this Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11, verse. I'm gonna start at verse 15, but the point is in 16. It says, "But for the foolish devices of their wickedness, wherewith being deceived, they worship serpents, void of reason, and vile beasts. Thou didst send a multitude of unreasonable beasts upon them for vengeance." So because they were worshiping serpents and vile beasts, you had a multitude of unreasonable beasts come upon them for vengeance. It says, now this is the point, that they might know that wherewithal a man sinneth, by the same also shall he be punished. So that backs up what I was saying. A lot of you women, you live in this whoredom lifestyle, you're going to be punished that way. You're going to die whoredom death. And a man of the Lord is not going to have no pity on you, man. No pity, no remorse, no tears. We're not going to cry for you bitches, man. We don't, man. Fuck y'all, man. Like Apostle Tahar said in his video, he was going in, about, because you got guys coming in asking about the 2/3. And he had mentioned, man, fuck these 2/3, man. But the beautiful thing about it, they're going to be born in the kingdom, man. Lord willing, we the elect. These 2/3 going to be our children, man. But they're in the way of our salvation. So therefore, they have to die, man, because they're holding us back. All right. But this is back in Isaiah chapter 32, I'm going to read verse 9 and 10 again, then read down. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear to my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. It says, trouble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip ye and make ye bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins, man. You know, you women about to be mourning. You know, you about to be mourning, and it's not gonna be what you expect. Just because you got a box between your legs. See that's how women are able to rule over men is by using their pussy, man. Because they know that men are deprived from pussy, and they know that all they got to do is get a box up and they can control a man. Well, that's not gonna work for the men of the Lord. The men of the Lord don't want your used and abused, ran through box, man. The Lord has virgins. He has young virgins that are willing to submit and accept righteousness, that he's going to give to his men. Like that bitch that took the Maxine, that bitch not making it. That bitch, she too cahoots with Esau, man, which a majority of our women are. All you women that done slept with this devil, that's married to this devil, that's having kids with this devil, you gonna die, man. Because I know none of you brothers, me personally, I don't want an Israelite woman that slept with an Edomite. Scripture say, if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, him and that beast. Esau is a beast, man. So you women, hey, you gonna have to die, But anyway, I'm gonna get this right here, since we speaking on that, about how the women is gonna be mourning. Shalom, brother. Yahweh Shem Al-Shabrakatah. This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 25. This goes into what the brother Dawadah brought out in Idris. It says, thy men shall fall by the sword and thy mighty men in the war. Because when civil unrest breaks out, when martial law is declared, they're mainly going to be killing Israelite men, and they're going to have the women, they're going to kill the Israelite men, kill the kids, or they may take the kids to the FEMA camps, brainwash them, But you women, they're gonna take turns on you, man. They're gonna keep you around, all right, and it ain't gonna be no men to protect you, because a lot of these men gonna die, and the men of the Lord gonna be somewhere, being taken care of, somewhere in a safe house. Yahweh Shem Shah got them put up, food, water, off the grid. You can't even find them if you wanted to, man. My woman had a vision that she said that pretty much we was on the run, and she said that how the vision started, she said that we was in the bed, and she said she heard the door bust down, and she knew it was military soldiers. She didn't see them, but she told me that she just knew that it was military soldiers coming in. And she said that I got up and I told her, and I said, I have a plan, have faith and we'll get out. And she said somehow, like, the dream skipped. She said we was walking in the woods, and she said it was dark. And she said we was walking, and she said that she was looking back, and I yelled at her. And she said she was scared because I was looking all serious and I was talking serious. And she said she knew I did it to protect her, though. And then she said that we was walking, and she said we was going through the woods, and she described it as Chronicles of Narnia. If brothers know what that movie is about, pretty much that movie is about, they have this little closet door or whatever, where they open it and they go in, and it takes them to a whole different world, like a whole different, dimension. So she said it was like that. She said we was walking through the woods, and we like went into this. She said she said it was 7 people outside. She said it was 4 men and it was 3 women, which 7 is a good number. And she said that I was happy to see the men. She said she could tell I knew them. And she said that she went to the women. She said that we had food and water. And she said that if anybody was to like walk through the woods, they wouldn't be able to find us, because it's like we was in a different world, So the men of the Lord, man, Lord willing, we're part of the elect. We're going to be off the grid, hidden. That's why the scriptures say they shall run to and fro to see the word of the Lord, shall not find it. Because you literally may not even find a man of the Lord in that day. Like the men of the Lord are going to be in the cut somewhere. But anyway, reading on, it says, and her gate shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. So you women, you just gonna lose it, man. You're gonna lose your brain. You're gonna lose your mind. You're gonna bug out. Reality gonna hit you. You're gonna know you need a man, but you're gonna know that a man don't want you. So you just gonna drop to the ground, man. And I remember one of the brothers in the Mississippi camp, he said his woman had a vision that it was some woman that came up and she bowed down and she was asking him to protect her or something like that. And she had these long ass fingernails, and she said she had them because it reminded her of Babylon. It reminded her when everything was normal, so to say. So that just tells you these women don't want to leave this place, man. They don't. This is their kingdom. Because in the kingdom, you're not going to have women walking around in booty shorts, walking around, getting all the kind of attention from men, having side dudes, having their own money, having their own business. You're not going to have that, man. Women are going to be put up. Our women you ain't even going to see them. The only ones that's going to see the women we dealing with is us. After they leave, once they're raised up, the only man they're going to see is, their father, their brothers. But when they get of age, we're the only man they're going to see, man. We're going to be the only rod they see. So these women, they don't want to go into subjection, man. Not knowing that it's going to be more beneficial and they're going to be more happy, but they love this world, man. Therefore, they don't have to die. Which once again, the scriptures speak about the elect lady. We know that there's women that's going to be saved, but I'm speaking on the majority of our women. The majority of our women, just like the majority of our men, are going to have to die here. So anyway, I guess I'll just close with that. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. And with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem and Kakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth and continually teach us his truth. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, Shalom.